This video contains excerpts from our playbook. Download it from our website. Welcome to our whiteboard drawing, Jump to 9.1.2 or higher, Build Target 9.1.2 Pre-Production Cluster. This drawing describes how to install the Cisco apps in the Pre-Production Cluster. This task is not required if you are upgrading from 8.x software. Let's start with a quick overview and review. This is an overview of the Jump upgrade and virtualization. This drawing looks at installing the 9.1.2 pre-production cluster. Here are the tasks for a Jump to 9.1.2 virtualization and upgrade. On day 2, a figurative day, we virtualize and upgrade our CUCM cluster. Here are the individual tasks for building the pre-production cluster. Deploy VMs from OVAS. Install 9.1.2 Publisher. Install 9.1.2 subscribers, and upgrade VMware tools. This is an overview of the Jump Lab described in earlier drawings. This drawing looks at activities on the pre-production cluster VLANs. We'll access the pre-production cluster using the pre-production Jump server. Your pre-production cluster must exactly mirror your current production cluster. Here are configurations for a BE6000 with and without HA. The Enterprise 20 deployment is slightly more general. First, we need to deploy the VMs from OVAs. If you do not have a BE, you will have to upload the installation media to your ESXi hosts. We cover this in the Virtualized Production Cluster in Builds drawing. Pub and CUCM1A go on Pre-Production Collab A and host Enterprise 20 ESXi-A. TFTP-B and CUCM1B go on Pre-Production Collab B and host Enterprise 20 ESXi-B. Access your first ESXi host, Enterprise 20 ESXi-A. Double-click on the vSphere client shortcut. Enter the IP address of your ESXi host and use root and your password to log in. Click Ignore to any security warning. Select the pre-production resource pool. Navigate to File, Deploy OVF Template. Select the correct size for the VM. For a BE6000, select CUCM 1000 user node, C200, including BE6000, and click Next. For a BE7000, other TRCs, or a specs-based solution, select the size based on your deployment. All VMs in the cluster should be the same size. The data store should be a BE6K-A data store 1. The radio button beside Thick Provision Lazy Zeroed should be selected. Thick Provision means all the space designated for the virtual disk files is reserved when the VM is created. Zeroed Out means that the blocks on the physical storage device are formatted with zeros to overwrite any older data. Lazy Zeroed means that blocks containing older data on the storage device are only zeroed out when the virtual machine writes new data to the disk for the first time. Eager Zeroed means that blocks containing older data on the storage device are zeroed out when the virtual machine is created. Thin provisioning can only be used in labs. Only the needed space is used, and the storage used will grow over time. Click Next. Pub should be on the Pre-Production Collab A network. Deploy the remaining VMs on the appropriate ESXi hosts and assign them the correct VLANs. Now we can attach the installation media to the VMs. Right-click on Pub and select Edit Settings. On the Hardware tab, select CD DVD Drive 1. Check the box beside Connect at Power On. Select the Datastar ISO File Radio button and then click Browse. First, we need to install the publisher. Select Pub from the inventory and open a console using the icon in the toolbar. Start the VM using the green arrow icon in the toolbar. Pub should start. Select Yes to perform a media check. When you click inside the console, your cursor will be stuck there. Press Ctrl-Alt to free your cursor from the console. Select Cisco Unified Communications Manager and press OK. Provide the static network configuration and press OK. For Enterprise 20, our VM pub has IP address 172.20.203.61 with a mask of 255.255.255.0 and a default gateway of 172.20.203.5. Press Yes to enable DNS. Enter the primary and secondary DNS servers and domain name. For Enterprise 20, we have only one DNS server at 172.20.100.101 with the domain enterprise20.ca. The installation should take about 45 minutes. When it completes successfully, you can log in using the Platform Administrator username and password. Next, we install the subscribers. The subscribers have been deployed to the appropriate ESXi hosts and the ISOs are attached. Now the subscribers can be installed. You can install all of the subscribers at the same time. You do not need to wait for an install to complete before moving on to the next. Here are the names and addresses for the Enterprise 20 Jump cluster. The DNS is 172.20.100.101 and the domain name enterprise20.ca. First, you need to add the subscribers to the publisher. RDP to your pre-production Windows 2008 Server 1 Jump server and launch whatever browser you use. We use Internet Explorer. Web browse to https://pub.enterprise20.ca/ccadmin. Click Continue to this website not recommended. If you browse using a name instead of an address, you can fix the certificate error. Click on Certificate Error and view certificates. Click Install Certificate and install the certificate in Trusted Root Certification Authorities. Navigate to System, Server, and click Add New. Add the server names and provide descriptions. You should see all of your servers listed before moving on. We'll illustrate subscriber installation using TFTPB. Select TFTPB from the inventory and open a console using the icon in the toolbar. Start the VM using the green arrow icon in the toolbar. Select Cisco Unified Communications Manager and press OK. Provide the static network configuration and press OK. For Enterprise 20, our VM, TFTPB, has IP address 172.20.204.62 with a mask of 255.255.255.0 and a default gateway of 172.20.204.5. Press Yes to enable DNS. Enter the primary and secondary DNS servers and domain name. For Enterprise 20, we have only one DNS server at 172.20.100.101 with the domain enterprise20.ca. Press No to install a subscriber. We added this server to the first node, also known as the publisher, so press OK. Press No to do the whole installation right now. Provide the name, address, and security password for the publisher and press OK. The installation should take about 45 minutes. When it completes successfully, you can log in using the Platform Administrator username and password. We'll finish by upgrading VMware tools. Select Pub in Inventory and the Summary tab. Notice that VMware tools are out of date. Right-click on Pub and navigate to Guest, Install, Upgrade VMware Tools. Select the radio button beside Automatic Tools Upgrade and click OK. The target 9.1.2 pre-production cluster is built. Next, we upgrade the production cluster device loads. We can also move forward with virtualizing the production cluster in builds. Coming up next, Day 2, jump to 9.1.2 or higher, upgrade production cluster device loads. Thanks for watching.